What's poppin'? What's poppin'? We here. We supposedly got Killiam in the building, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now he here.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Right here.
So today we're talking about long-term care. So what does that mean? What is that about?
Yeah. Talk about that shit, bro.
Okay, so long-term care is a product. It's not only for life insurance, but it was mainly for health insurance, right? So now, what long-term care basically, what that is, in a nutshell, it's a service that's provided for individuals for when they get older. So let's say if you can't no longer walk, or if you have trouble bathing, grooming yourself, having trouble getting dressed. This product, it helps you with that process. It helps. So like, let's say if you old enough and you have to go to a nursing home or nursing facility, you need a home health aide, you need a caregiver. You ever see somebody walking down the street and they like 70 and they pushing a cart and you're like, why they by themselves? Like, why are they pushing that cart by themselves? Like they need some help.
Right.
That's because they didn't have any long-term care insurance to where they can have somebody that assists them in their daily livings. And that's the gist of what this product does. It helps individuals with their daily activities to when you can no longer do so for yourself. And that's what that's for.
So basically, when you get old and you need, some assistance, then you can have somebody to assist you, basically.
Yes, that's exactly what it's for. And the truth is, you don't have to wait till you get old, but it's designed for older people because you can, God forbid, get hit by a bus and be critical, and you may still need some assistance.
Right.
Physically. So it can kick in for those matters, as far as how do you get long-term care insurance? You can get it through life insurance. You can get it through a reverse mortgage. You can get it from an annuity. You can get it from a trust. So these are different ways that you can fund a long-term care policy. Also through Medicaid. Like if you have health insurance through your Medicaid, a lot of people who have Medicaid can qualify for long-term care. Most people just don't know about it, so they don't really look into it. But that's what it's there for.
Right. Interesting. So then, like, how much does that cost, though? How much would that cost a person, and also, when should they, like, is there a time where they should start doing this? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I would say you want to look into something like that anytime after. I would say that at latest at age 45. 45 going into 50, because that's when bones start hurting, bones start aching, you having problems getting out of bed, back problems, it's just those are the times that you want to the ages you want to start looking into that. And as far as the price range, it varies from company to company, but it is pretty expensive. But if you have Medicaid, like I said, it can help you out with that process. I want to say that it's pretty expensive. It's a good product, because you have to look at it like this: when you get to those ages and you have nobody to help you, it's going to cost you regardless to pay somebody to help take care of you. So whether you have the coverage or not, you're still gonna have to come out the pocket, whether you're younger or you're older, to have somebody help you out. So it can range anywhere from a couple of $100 a month to $1,000 a month. It depends on the company that you're with and the type of coverage that you have, because the product itself can be a standalone product to where you're just paying for that specifically, or that can be incorporated into your health plan, into your life insurance plan. So depending on how it's designed and how it's set up will determine how much it's going to cost you per month. But it's definitely worth the investment. I can tell you that.
So it's something that you could start paying for it now, and then it banks up the money. Like, how does it work?
Well, yes, you can start paying for it now. But I mean, would I start paying for something like that right now? Depending on your age, I wouldn't pay for that if I'm in my 30s right now. I would do that.
Okay.
I would pay for that. Like I said, like 45 plus. That's when you want to start looking at stuff like that, because does the money accrue? If that's what you're asking, yes. Throughout the course of time, yes. But like I said, because think about it like this: what you may or may not even need it, and that's the risk that you want to take. And the truth is, there's a high chance you putting that money into that product. There has to be some type of I would say reimbursement if nothing happens, but you want to think so. Let me
Right.
ask you a question: when you pay your car insurance, if you don't get into an accident, do they still give you your money back?
Nope.
Nope. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty much working the same way. Like,
Exactly.
so you don't want to pay into it
Early.
too early, because then
Right.
at that point you're wasting money. You could have been putting that money into investments. You could have been putting that money into other products or other vehicles to where you can 10x your money, versus you putting it into that product and it doesn't help you until 10, 15, 20 years down the line, or maybe not even at all.
But
So
all right. So the thing is, instead of investing in long-term care, wouldn't it just make more sense to kind of just, have an IUL, or, or have, save your money in a mutual fund, and then just use that money to like pay for a nursing home or living like in an assisted living elderly, like, because you have these like 55 and older apartment buildings where all of the apartments are designed for slip and fall. They're designed for you to be able to call a nurse if something happens. Like, you have places like the elderly people kind of live in, where it's like you've taken care of yourself throughout your life, so you're not like bedridden, but you still need to live in a facility where it's like just in case type shit. You feel me? So wouldn't it be better just to save your money in an IUL or in stocks and bonds or money market accounts in mutual funds, and just use that money to put yourself in a decent nursing home or in an assisted living facility?
Great question. And the answer is it depends. It depends on the lifestyle. Now here's the reason why. Here's the reason why it depends. It depends who.
No, I know. Hold on. I hate the way you sounded like you was about to give a real answer, like a definitive answer, but you was like, "Yeah, that's a great question," and I'm going to give you an answer, and the answer is it depends.
I'm about to vote for Kayleen for president or some shit. You got that politician swag.
Thanks. That's a great question. I have a great answer for you, and the answer is it all depends. It just.
And here's the reason why. Right? Here's the reason why. Because let's say like you don't have any children, you don't have a wife, it's just you.
Right.
Then in this situation, as you're getting older, you might want to think about getting some long-term care insurance. Why? Because there's nobody there to care for you.
Right. Exactly.
So then you need somebody around to help you with these things. So then would I still get an IUL? Yes. But I also would still get some type of long-term care insurance if I'm an individual who has no family and I plan on not having a family and I'm planning on growing old alone.
Right.
I'm going to get me some long-term care insurance. If it's the opposite, to where I have a family, I got about 6 kids, you get what I'm saying? And by the time I get into my 60s and 70s, my kids are grown, and I'm having grandkids at that point. Right. Now I have people who can help me out and take care of me. I may not have to go to a nursing home. One of my kids may take me in and I could be living with them. So it all depends. And to be honest with you, some people who have families, some kids are stingy. They're like, you know what? I love my mom, I love my pops, but I'm not taking care of them when they get older. Even though they took care of me for most of my life, I'm not taking care of them when I get older. And those situations do happen too. But that doesn't mean they won't say, you know what? I'm going to put my mom in the nursing home. I'm going to put my pops in the nursing home. So it still is wise to make sure that you have some type of long-term care insurance. But to be honest with you, it's more for the person who's not going to have anybody around for when they get to those ages, because they need that care. And it's not, those things are not, to have a home health aid, right, easily per month, that's like $5,000 per month.
What? So
yes.
Wait.
That's not even
$5,000 a month to have somebody. Wow.
That's not even the facilities. That's just a home. That's just like a caregiver, or like a skilled nurse, like $5,000 a month, easy. To go to like a nursing home, a nursing facility, or a community, a nursing like a community, and easy $8,000 to $10,000 a month, easy. So these things are expensive.
Niggas are expensive, man. You see, this is why niggas got to start eating healthy, bro.
No, 100%. Risk avoidance, and I always preach that. As much as I promote financial services, life insurance, debt solutions, retirement planning, all these things, my number one goal for people is sustainability.
Yeah,
like as you get older, it's all about chance. The chances are, the more healthier you are now, the more that you sustain living healthy, the less chances that you will need a caregiver when you get older. I've
Right,
seen videos, and it's these things really do happen. I've seen people who are 70, 80 years old, looking like they're 40, 50 years old, working
Right.
out every day, going to the park every single day, have their daily regimens, their daily vitamins, their herbs, the spices that they use all the time. The biggest thing that's killing us is the food, our food consumption. They had a video to where there was a man and a lady, right? Husband and wife. The husband decided not to eat healthy. He decided to eat all types of meat. Pause. He decided to eat any and everything. The wife decided to go on a raw food diet at first, right? And they were both in their mid-70s. I kid you not. The wife looked like she was in her 30s going into her 40s, and the husband looked like he was damn near about to drop dead. He was taking care of him. And they were both the same age, but they look completely different, felt completely different because of how they kept up with themselves. So I'm just saying that, and the truth is, most people won't listen. Most people are still gonna go after the show. They're gonna go get McDonald's. They're gonna go to the Chinese store.
I ain't gonna lie.
But here's the thing: if you are gonna do that, hey, put yourself in the best position to where somebody can take care of you when you get to those ages, and that's what that long-term care provides for you.
Damn, we need to make some more money so I can
No,
get
100%. That is the
No, yeah,
stay healthy and make more money. That's
like
two answers.
like Lucario love McDonald's. This nigga be eating McDonald's though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You gotta stop eating that bullshit, man.
I can't. I need my fix. I can't. I need it now.
One good thing I do know you work out though.
I'm like this life. I mean,
here's the thing. I know you work out, so that's a good thing, right?
Right.
I know you work out, which is great. That's half the battle though, because
right.
let's say if somebody eats right but doesn't work out,
right?
They're still in a better position versus somebody who doesn't eat right and doesn't work out at all. However, you want both. You want it to be where you work out and you're eating right.
Right.
You know? So you're halfway there, Lucario. You're halfway there. You gotta get.
I got to get off that McDonald's.
That's it.
man, nah, it's real, man. The shit is crazy, man. Like the choices that we make to in our lives. But I'm one of them at the park every day people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, you know, anybody listening, and some people in the chat already know, but so if y'all follow me on Instagram, I do follow me at Miles in the Game on Instagram. So I do nature walks Monday through Friday. And we chop up game on the nature walk. You know, people, you know, join me on the chat and they ask questions about game in the chat. And then we discuss, you know, I discuss different things and people ask questions, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you join me Monday through Friday on that. But yeah, man, I'll be in the park, bro. I'll be in the park walking. I do like 5 miles Monday through Friday. And then either Saturday or Sunday, depending on how I feel, I still go out and do like a 3 mile walk on the weekend. You see what I'm saying? So that's dope. You know, yeah, that's man, fine. Because that's dope. I mean, look, I am trying to be able to sling D for until my dying day, bro. Like, I want to be able to sling it right.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one of the main reasons why I went vegan. I'm gonna be honest, because scientifically, like, you know how these people, there's some guys out here that need some type of pill to, you know, get the issue up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never had that issue. I never want that to be me.
Facts.
So, what happens is the blood flow, it gets clogged when you're eating different types of meats and stuff like that. So I eliminated that from my diet. So the chance of me having that problem is very slim to none.
Right.
So that's one of the main reasons why I stopped eating meat. To be honest.
I did a vegan diet for a while, and I noticed that difference. I did notice that difference, you know, from eating a certain way to going vegan. But I still eat meat today, but I only eat unprocessed meat. Pause.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like all of my shit is fresh from, you know what I'm saying? My shit is fresh from, you know, the butcher to the frying pan to me, and then on the side I eat nothing but vegetables and shit. Like, I leave all of the starch and shit. But everybody got to eat for their body. Everybody.
100%.
But I do what's right for me.
There's different levels to it, and what I tell people is this: like, I believe in fasting. I believe in like I was telling you earlier. I'm on a raw food diet to where I'm eating nothing but raw food. Right, that's all I'm eating right now. But it's the reason why I say it's levels to it, because if you have to if you have a job to where you're doing a lot of physical work,
Yeah.
you need fuel. You need to eat.
Yes.
Right. Don't fast if you gotta walk up and down the stairs all day every day.
Right.
Do that. Just know what you have to do on a day-to-day basis and act accordingly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, but speaking of how you saying that, it's interesting how obesity is increasing and consumption is increasing, and we're using computers more and more. Right. Think about that. Mm-hmm. Like the United States, shit, all across the world, really, but a lot of jobs now are really just computer based. Right. And you sit down for most of the day. So why the fuck are you eating so much?
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's making us more lazier. You know? And if you see some of these kids today, that's why I respect some of the parents that you'll tell your kids, go outside, put the game down, go outside for a little bit.
Yep.
Go run around.
Yep.
Because some of these kids, like I'm talking about they look like they about 17, 18, 12, 13 years old because they so big.
Yeah, yo, nigga, the real investment is investing in treatments for diabetes and high blood pressure. Yo, it's people out there that invest in dialysis machines. It's people that you like, bro. You know that you can, instead of starting a Chick-fil-A or buying a McDonald's, you can buy a dialysis. You can purchase a dialysis clinic.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah, you can invest in, bro. There's I forgot the name of the company, but they have it's like a multi-level marketing company. I forgot the name of the fucking company, but it's a multi-level. I could probably look it up while I'm talking, but it's basically like a multi-level marketing company. But okay, it's not really multi-level marketing, right? But it's basically like you buy into the company, and then if you get to a certain level, you can have your own clinic and shit. But yeah, dialysis. And for those who don't know what dialysis is, it is when people have bad kidneys, and what happens is you have to go to these clinics, and it cleans your blood for you. You understand? So they basically hook you up to a machine, and it filters your blood. So you can literally live like another couple of days, and then you got to come back in another couple of days, filter your blood again, because like we were talking about with all of the bad food and the lack and the fucked up lifestyle, it takes a toll on your kidneys, and some people get kidney stones and get kidney failure. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful out there. But what I'm saying is, if you're smart, that's the type of shit that you invest in. You know what I'm saying? Invest in blood pressure shit, invest in dialysis, invest in diabetes, like certain stocks and stocks that do that sell those pumps that you have to wear on your body and shit, all that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, I know I sound heartless, but look, I need to make money so I can pay for my long-term care. You know what I'm saying? So I invest in other people's unhealthy choices. when you become unhealthy, like, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely. Somebody who's a solid Scorpion says, I met a few women in their 60s that look like they're 1 or 2 decades younger, and I would fuck the shit out of them. Normally, I'm not attracted to women that age because they look old. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Listen. I get it. But here's the thing. Now, here's how I look at it. Don't worry about nobody but yourself. Because you want to be that person when you're older. You want to look 20, 30 years younger than you really are. You want to feel 20, 30 years younger than you really are. Mm-hmm. That's really what it's about.
That's really
what it's about. And when it comes to the long-term care, unfortunately, it's for people who's not going to manage and take care of themselves to where they're going to need that care provider when they get older. But the truth is, you want to eliminate that. That's not something you want. But if it calls for it, you want to already be prepared for it. That's really the gist of it. You want to be prepared for it.
Oh, DaVita. Have you ever heard of DaVita, Kayleen?
DaVita, no, I haven't heard of that. No.
Okay, there's a company called DaVita, and it's a dialysis franchise company. So you fuck with them, and they should. But I heard they had a whole bunch of they had some scandals and some shit too that fuck with them.
I never heard of DaVita.
So what's up, Rashidi? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening? So what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, man, just listen to Kadeem speak about the long-term care thing. I mean, the truth is long-term care really is truly but it's for people that, one, don't have any kids, or two, your kids put you in a nursing home. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. You know, long-term care, it's a huge component of paying for nursing facilities and paying your doctor bill to maintain your care while you're at a nursing facility, or if you have a nurse come to your house, if you have a disability or things of that nature. So it's really the contingency plan of if no one wants to take care of you. And let's be honest with you, at the end of the day, if you don't have nephews or you don't have family members that's close to you that's going to take care of you, long-term care is crucial. Because at the very least, if you don't have somebody picking out that facility, at least you can pick out that facility and have the coverage so you get top notch. Because let's be honest, one of the things that most people don't realize when it comes to, long-term care, you have facilities that don't take care of you. You have people that work at these places that they don't roll you over on the bed when they need to. That's how you get bed sores and things of that nature. But if it's a top-notch facility and they take pride in what they do, they'll actually take care of you on the highest level. Right. But to do that, you need money. So that's where the long-term care coverage comes into place. Having that in line, so when that time does come, you don't have to worry about those type of things.
Right.
But that's definitely my take on it. Like long-term care coverage is crucial. It's definitely crucial on how you want to live the rest of your life. Like I said, whether you have nieces and nephews or children that can take care of you, or a family member, you want to make sure you're in the right facility and they're top-notch and they're actually taking care of you day to day. And the reality of the situation is that it has to be a top-notch facility, just because if you're getting paid more money, naturally you're going to just do more. They have more requirements, so that's my take on that.
Man. So how much would somebody be paying a month for this type of stuff? Like, is there like
it varies, man. It varies from go ahead, Rashid. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, like Kadeem said, it varies. Long-term care can be pricey because with long-term care, it's really policies that they pretty much start around, on average, 150 to 200,000 and $300,000 worth of coverage, which means that they have to cover you over like a 10-year period of time type of thing. So those policies can be pricey. It can be about, anywhere from $150 to $400 a month in terms of coverage if you get it late. The catch is if you get it early, you're good. But if you get it late, meaning you're 50, 60, and you get this, it's going to cost you a pretty penny, but you get to live life comfortably.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, living is expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, but existing is expensive.
Right.
Whether you live or you die, it's going to cost you.
I just looked up DaVita. There are over 50 DaVita centers in the state of New York. And there are over 101. There are over 100 centers, actually like 106 in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying you could literally start your own, and it don't have to be with DaVita, but dialysis is only going to, okay, look, again, I know I sound heartless, but people are only going to keep going to McDonald's.
Right. That's facts.
And
no, it's true. It's true.
And they're going to fuck up their kidneys.
It's crazy.
So these clinics are going to be in more and more demand. So, nigga, it's the money that you saving in your IUL. You use the money in your IUL and fucking buy a fucking a dialysis clinic. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's a franchise. Yo, I'm about to do the research in a minute. Y'all gonna see.
You know what's crazy, to kind of like add to that a little bit. What's happening now too is that a lot of individuals are retiring, right?
Yeah.
And mark my words, in the next, I want to say anywhere from 5 to 10 years from now, maybe even earlier, the next biggest thing is nursing homes. Remember when we was talking about the baby boomers and the different the different industries dedicated to those boomers? The next industry is like nursing homes and healthcare. You know why? Because that's the era that we're in. A lot of them are retiring. They're going to need nursing homes. They're going to need facilities to where they have a lot of home health aides and caregivers to help take care of them.
Yo,
so that's another thing.
Let me tell you something. A homegirl of mine put me on to this new small. It's a small niche industry. It's a home companion. It's not, you don't even need any medical history or nothing. You literally sit in the home with the old motherfucker with dementia or sickness and like bring them shit. Like you need a cup of coffee. You want me to call your doctor? You want me to call your nurse? Like you just sit there and talk with them and do whatever they ask you to do. It's like having an assistant, but it's for a person that's kind of bedridden or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And
to your point,
you could get paid. Sorry, you could get paid anywhere from like $12 to $15 an hour for that shit. But go ahead.
No. To your point, Miles and Kayleen, though, like that. No, that's a real thing. One of the properties I have, I was looking into getting a home for long-term care for people that's elderly, and they actually pay you, no lie, about $3,000 to $6,000 from an annual standpoint, from a monthly standpoint, to run one of those facilities. It's not a joke. And to your point, Miles, with the companion point, they definitely actually add all of those stuff into as well. Like they actually pay for people to be a companion, because let's be honest, if you have a child puts you in a nursing home, right, and they truly care about you because they feel bad, they actually would pay a companion to give the time that they can't give to give you companionship. Fact. So it is a large market for both the things Kayleen and Miles just said. It's a real legitimate thing. You can make money on it, and not make money on it, just not to make it a money thing, but it's a real thing where you can help people out and be companions and have these facilities and things like that.
Let me tell you something. I know a girl that got a tummy tuck, right? Other than the whole surgery, she paid $1,500 for a one-night stay at I forgot what she called it, but it's like a plastic surgery assisted living house, where it's literally just a regular ass house with some rooms in it, and you pay them, and they have like a nurse on the first floor. It's like a recovery house. I think that's what she called it, a recovery house. So and they're all over Miami. So you go to Miami for your BBL or your tummy tuck, and that's where you stay. So you go there, you check in. It's like a hotel, but specifically for motherfuckers, because a lot of these chicks, they don't want family members taking them to the hospital because they don't even want niggas to know that they're gonna get a BBL or a tummy tuck, right? They just want to show up to the next family function looking all good and whatever, right? So they fly to Miami and they check into the spot. They stay there. They get a ride to the fucking doctor's office, get their surgery, get a ride back to this place, and then they stay there overnight. And then they get a ride from that place back to Miami Airport and go back home where the fuck they come from. And they pay anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 a night. A night. But of course, like I said, it includes all of the services as far as the ride to the airport, a ride back and forth to the plastic surgeon, and 24-hour like support and observation just in case something goes wrong with your surgery. But niggas is making hundreds of dollars off of Airbnb a night. We're talking about $1,500 a night, and it's just a regular ass house.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, there's a lot of money out here. You just have to have the mind to go get it. Like anybody living in America today that's broke, you got more problems than just being broke. You a dumb motherfucker. Like, straight up. Look, guys, just listen to what I'm saying, bro. All of these are great ideas for real estate. Like, don't just think about real estate as just buying a house for motherfuckers to live. Think about real estate as, if you have a house, you could turn it into a halfway home. You could turn it into a recovery house. You could turn it into an assisted living place, because Listen, you have a lot of places where you can have a house built that's a 1-story house. And what's the significance of a 1-story house? Old people and sick people can't go upstairs, my nigga. So you buy what they call a ranch style house. So imagine you buy a ranch style house that got 6 to 8 rooms. You could literally run your own small scale nursing home. You could literally run your own small, and it's for all different levels, because you got sick adults too. It's not just for old people. You got sick adults, you got people with mental disorders, you got autistic people, you have children, like pediatric situations, like, you know, them kids that be coming out of St. Jude's. Shit, when they run out of beds for them at St. Jude's, they have to come to places like yours if you have a house that's situated for that. Of course, there's certain governmental ordinances and licensing and certain requirements that you have to fill. Like, you got to have, you know, everything has to be wheelchair accessible. You got to have bars placed in the showers and all that type of shit. But the bottom line is it's doable, and it can make you a lot of money. And a lot of the money comes directly from insurance and the government. You don't even have to ask the actual patients for money. The money comes from the government. You understand what I'm saying? Just for you being willing to put the investment into a facility such as that. You understand? So the reason why I'm talking about it is that this is called the money game show. So let's not just look at, if we're going to look at long-term care, let's not just look at acquiring long-term care for ourselves. Let's look at how we can invest in the unhealthy decisions, or, you know, some people are just born unhealthy, unfortunately, but there are situations out there for us to capitalize on. And when I say capitalize, again, I don't mean to sound evil, but if you can own a house or a facility that can help someone live a better quality life, why not? And you still make money, like I said, from the insurance companies and the government. Because, nigga, imagine if I got like a couple of IULs in my name, but at the same time I own one of them houses, and the government or the same insurance company that got my IUL is paying me $5,000 a month for what I'm doing. I just take that money and put it right back into my fucking IUL.
Right.
You understand? So in actuality, it's passive income. It's net zero, because the investment that I made into the real estate by turning it into a medical grade or assisted living type of space, I use that money and pay for my fucking life insurance, pay for my long-term care. You get what I'm saying? Right. Pay to make sure that I'm good when I get older. So this is how we got to think of things, bro. This is called the money game show for a reason. So understand what I'm saying. Like, you know, 50 Fitzwell said he don't care if it's not evil. Listen to this evil. Nah, it's real shit, man. It's real shit. You got people out there with diabetes problems, you know, all type of problems that you can help, man. You just got to know how to do it, man.
And I just want to jump in, man, to your point, Miles. Ultimately, the quote I was giving you, that's a 3-bedroom house. So
right.
A 3-bedroom house, you can net $6,000, and that's just a specific area. There's areas where you can net 10, 13, 14K, you know, so that's a 3-bedroom house, 2-family house, 2 bedrooms on one side, 1 bedroom on the other side. And to your point, this has to be, you know, wheelchair accessible and friendly, things of that nature. If you don't have a first level, then you got to have little mini elevators, which might cost you some money to put in, but it's worth it on the money you're making. But let's be honest, there's no price on people living comfortably. Can you put a price on people living comfortably? So it's not even like 50 said, it's not even about evil. Like, there's no price on someone being able to live completely comfortable.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? More importantly, just call RKT to find out these things. Why? Because we're real estate agents.
Yes, sir.
We know this information, so we can tell you the neighborhood based on where you live at, where it makes sense to invest in, and know what to do. Exactly. And to your point, Miles, it is about city ordinances. So a lot of times, if you have a house and you're trying to convert it, you can convert it. The kickback is your neighbors might not be too happy you have a living assistant home. Right. But you can combat that. But it's all about knowledge and going around that.
Yeah. But and if the city says, if the city say you can do it, then fuck the neighbors. You can eat a dick. Like, but
exactly.
And we going about to wrap it up because we on OT. But I just want to show y'all one more thing. Because if you're thinking about what kind of city should you invest in in this type of if you go and do this type of business venture and you're thinking of what kind of state or city to invest in, I am on the DaVita website. DaVita, like I said, DaVita is for kidney dialysis, and I explain what dialysis is. It's when you have kidney problems, and you go to a place to clean your blood on a daily basis, or a few times a week. Like some people do it once a week, depending on how bad their kidney problems is, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm on the DaVita website, and I'm looking it up per state. So I'm just giving you a way to think about it. The states that have more centers in the state is a reflection of the health risks and the demographics of that state. So if you have a state that, because I looked at New York. New York has over 100. No, New York has 50 DaVita states. Florida has over 100. Georgia, I just looked at it. Georgia has 89. So out of those three states, which is the best state to invest in? I'm going with Florida.
Right.
And in Florida, they build the most one-story houses, and they build a lot of one-story houses in Georgia as well. But old people love to retire in Florida, right? So this is the way you got to think when you get all of this shit. You gotta look at it, and it's like, because again, this is the money game show. So we also got to, it's not just about, what we have to purchase. It's about what we can invest in that other motherfuckers got to purchase. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to be sick anyway, why not make some bread? You understand?
What's his name? Jadakiss said, gangsters get chubby and move to Miami. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it happen over there. So any last words you guys got for this topic? Anything?
Yeah, man. I mean, take your health serious. And at the end of the day, if you can't find anybody if there's nobody to really take care of you, or you trust wholeheartedly, you should not be hesitating to get one of these policies. It's limited carriers that we work with that have this coverage, but we do work with carriers that do have this coverage. And if you get this coverage, it seems small now, but listen, when you're 65 or 70, you're going to be happy you actually called RKT to get this type of policy so you can live comfortably. And like Miles said, in the Florida community, where they design communities just for people, where you could walk down half a block to go swimming and do Pilates class and whatever nonsense you want to do to buy your time. Call RKT. Stop playing. Facts. Stop playing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So that's rktappraisals.com, or call 973-420-5028, 973-420-5028. Speak to Kaleem or Rashidi and get shit popping, man. But appreciate you guys for showing up, man. Thank you guys, everybody in the chat. Respect to the chat. Thank y'all for being here. And yeah, man, that's the Money Game Show for today, man. We about to get out of here. Lucario, you got it.
So we out of here, people. We see y'all next week. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We are gone. We out of here later. All right.